Hi, welcome to the Knit Girls, episode 19.
Cool. I'm Laura, also known as Lala.
I'm Leslie, also known as You Don't Call Me Les. We are not wearing the same color today.
Leslie went downstairs and got changed.
Because I was wearing gray also, but we didn't want to overload it again. So it is August 1st.
It is. My brother's birthday's tomorrow. 8282, baby.
That's true. I remember that number.
So he was born in 1982. Tomorrow will be his 28th birthday. So yay, happy birthday, Matt. Not that you'll be watching this, hopefully.
So what are you working on? I know this is an item you're racing.
I'm racing Jessica on the featherweight cardine.
Show me your knits.
Show me your knits, Jessica. And there's my very sad first 3 inches. I've only gotten 3 inches done in a week because I was trying to finish the stash down. So that's what I'm working on right now,
So
and
it's
attempt
out
to
of-
beat Jessica. It's out of Malibu lace.
And you're using the Addy lace, right?
Yep. And here's the big ball, so you can see the color a little bit better. I have no idea what color number it is. I'll have to go and look. When I wind the next skein, I will do that. So I'll put that down for right now. And then I have, let's see what else is over here. All sorts of goodies. I have the same socks that I had last week, which are Blue Ridge Yarns Footprints.
And have you made
In the
any progress
Caribbean.
on these?
I've done a couple rows, not a whole lot of progress. I've probably done like maybe an inch, maybe 2. Not a huge amount. And this is the yarn that comes with the coordinating toe, heel, top color, which is the green. And then it comes with a skein of contrasting color. So there's that. We're very quiet today.
We're
very subdued.
It's very like laid back Knit Girls today. Well, that's because Laura is injured.
And you're sickly.
Yes,
We
and I'm
make a
sickly.
good team. But yeah, I sprained my ankle and cut my ankle and
She's been clumsy in the last few days.
clumsy, and I was looking at it earlier and Les was like, I can tell just by looking at your ankle it's swollen. I don't even need to really inspect it against the other one, because I was looking at one and then looking at the other and looking at one
it's
and looking at
swollen
the
up.
other, and it's
You should hike it up and show them.
I don't know if I can
I
do
was
it with my
really
foot.
just kidding. It's very swollen right there.
Ow. That's the
I love
money.
that you did that, but I was so kidding.
That's the money shot right there.
We're going to freeze frame that and make that your Ravatar.
My big butt. And then I'm also working on the Harry Potter opal socks, and I just did like 2 rows on these this week. So not a whole lot of progress there. There will be more progress on the stockinette socks this week because school starts back for me tomorrow. For real. I went in last week that's how I injured my ankle. I went in last week to move tables around and help the new teachers out. And so I went in every day but Thursday, so Monday through Saturday except for Thursday, and got laminating done because I laminate everything and did all that. So, but next week I'll have like meeting knitting time. And my boss, I'm very fortunate in that he doesn't really care if I'm knitting during meetings as long as I'm paying attention. So that I don't do it at like county office meetings, but when it's just me and my coworkers, then he lets me knit. So,
My boss would not be so forgiving.
I have a very cool boss. I think he's forgiving because I do stuff like go in the week before school
And you're
starts.
on game duty all the time.
I do book for volleyball and basketball.
I'm always like, Laura, you want to do something? I can't. I got game duty.
Mondays and, Mondays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm always pretty busy. But I have a really cool boss, and that was actually one of the things I was going to talk about in favorite things is school's going back, and Leslie's kind of happy because Kobe will be back in school.
Yeah, he'll be back. He starts 2nd grade on Thursday. So kind of excited about it, kind of not, because tomorrow is open house. And I don't know how it is at other places or even at other schools in our county, but at Kobe's school, which is an elementary school, the parents are a little overzealous. So open house starts at 6, so everybody's there by 5:30, and they're lined up around the freaking building with all the school supplies and their children plus their other, the children's siblings, and it's way too many freaking people in one place for me, so I don't like that. And of course they all drive Hummers, so they all got to take up 3 parking spaces. So I'm not like obviously PTO chair or anything like that. I do what's necessary and allow the stay-at-home moms or whoever else wants to be like room mom or any of that stuff take care of it.
But you go on field trips with Kobe and stuff like that.
But Kobe's school, even though technically we're in the Ritchie area of this specific county, which isn't, very rich, but they still, they ask for $100 worth of school supplies, and you're not allowed to put your child's name on any of it because it just goes into a big pool that all the children pull from. And that infuriates me. But, whatever. Trying to let it go. Anyway, works in progress.
For you. I did mine.
Yes. So the only thing that I have really going is a little out of character for me. It's a plain stockinette sock. I've already done one of them. It is out of...
You started it last week on the podcast.
Yes, this is what I started last week. The Regia Hand-Dye Effect. And it is a little frustrating because it's almost like a one-ply. It's very thinly spun roving almost with a black thread in it.
So it's been plied with like a sewing thread.
Like core spun, sort of, is what it looks like to me. But, anyway, I finished the first one. I guess I should show that to y'all so you can see it. I haven't woven in the ends yet. I finished the first one. That's what it looks like. So it's got very slow, subtle color shifts. I made no effort whatsoever to try to make the second one match because I don't think that this pulls reliably enough to do that.
Now Leslie is a matcher with her socks. She likes when it's self-striping or anything else to match. So that new Zauberball, it's not Zauberball, but...
yeah, it is. It's Zauberball Flying Saucer.
Okay, so the new Flying Saucer...
Well, it's Shopple Wool. Yeah. It's not Zauberball, you're right. It's made by the same parent company. I'm interested in that. It's 2 threads or 2 ends that they're spun onto a spool and they're dyed at the exact same time, so they'll pull in the exact same manner. It interests me, but none of the colors that I saw really pull to me, so I haven't ordered any.
I saw like the knitted up samples that they put up on the website, and they were,
I think a lot of it's just related to the color for me. But anyway, I finished the first one. I'm working on the second one. I am working on a set of Blackthorn DPNs, and this is something we're going to review on next week's podcast. I wanted to get through a set of socks so that I could give you guys a very honest review on them.
And I'm knitting a sock as well on them. I didn't share that because it's boring. It's like this far on ribbing, yeah. You'll see it next week.
We'll, Laura and I will be able to give you a thorough and honest review on the Blackthorn DPNs next week.
Yep.
So that's all I've got works in progress. I have no idea where I just put my extra needle. Oh, there it is. Okay. Finished objects, I'll go ahead and show those. One thing is, a couple weeks ago y'all saw me working on a hand-spun scarf. I finished it, and it is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's the whole scarf. So this will either go to a toddler, which apparently that's like rubbernecker material because it's dangerous for toddlers to wear them, or it'll end up being, a cowl. I can use a little pin and do it like that.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that actually.
It's a little bit small, but it is very warm, and I like the color, so.
I love those colors. That was
haven't woven in ends yet either, so.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And I finished swatch number 3 for Master Knitters, which is a very exciting seed stitch. I'm currently working on swatch number 2, and it's giving me some trouble because I don't knit and purl evenly. My tension is different between knitting and purling, so I get the gutters on the wrong side of my knitting, on the purl side of my knitting, and I'm trying to find ways to accommodate that without actually altering needle size, because you're supposed to use the same size needles for all of these swatches, so I can't use a smaller size needle to purl or vice versa, because then I'm not using the same size needles. So Laura is going to teach me Norwegian purling after the podcast.
Portuguese.
Portuguese, yes. And she got me the little pin. That's what it looks like, and you you pin it up here and you tension your yarn around it.
Or you can tension your yarn around your neck or through like a coilless safety pin. There's a bunch of different ways.
So I'm going to learn that afterwards.
Andrea Wong is the person who kind of pioneered that technique.
Yeah,
I
she's
took
the
a
one that
class
made the
from
video,
her
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I took a class from her at TNNA, and she was a wonderful teacher. So if you ever have a chance to take a class from her, I would highly recommend it.
So what have you got as finished objects?
Finished objects. Well, first off, I finished my stash down.
Yay!
And I'll show you my last...
That was 50 skeins that she knit up this summer.
From right around Labor Day until today.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Ooh. Yeah, Memorial Day. So I had, at the beginning of this week, I had 6 skeins to go. And I did an FOP square, which is with its owner. We talked last week about me doing secret knitting.
I finished that this week also, but I didn't show it to y'all.
Yeah. It's hard to keep things secret. I did something called the City Shawl. And this whole summer long, I really haven't been counting the,
shop samples.
my shop samples towards the goal, and I haven't woven in any of the ends. But this one I decided to count, because it's 3 skeins, it's pretty huge.
So you should show a close-up of this yarn.
This is the Malabriga Rasta, and it's colorway, I can't remember the name, like 263 maybe, it's in my notes on Ravelry. The pattern's by Stephanie Chappelle. It's not a free pattern, it's like $5 to purchase it. I like the pattern a lot. It's very warm and squishy. If I was going to do it again, I'd take it up to size 17s, because this was knit on 15s.
Now, was this knit from the corner up, the bottom?
The bottom here. So, you start with the garter stitch.
This is the bottom triangle that ends up around your butt.
Yep. And then there's lace.
It works its way up.
And then more garter. And more lace. And there's actually supposed to be 12 ridges of garter up here, but I ran out of yarn because the Rasta is a little bit short. It calls for like 300 yards, and Rasta is like 93 yards a skein. So it's a little bit short, not too bad. It's already been blocked. It's still a little bit damp. Well, I think it's basically dry. But I enjoy the yarn a lot. It's a big, huge, chunky, day-and-a-half knit. Not bad at all.
And that was 3 skeins of your stash
3
down.
skeins right there. So that takes me at 4 with the FOP square. And I have 6. Wait, 7. 7.
Oh, okay, that's 7 left.
So 3, the FOP square makes 4. This makes 5.
Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe hat by Woolly Wormhead out of Hand Spun. Lorna's Laces in the Envy colorway. This is going to go to, we talked about Eloise a couple weeks ago.
Dingle Daisy.
That is her name. This is going to go to her granddaughter Hannah, who is very into camo. I think it's a very camo colorway. Like I said, hand spun quite a while ago. It hasn't been blocked yet. I'm going to block it. I wanted to keep it dry so I could show y'all. I love Woolly Wormhead's patterns for hand spun. I think they really gravitate towards hand spun. They are not normal hats. Leslie hates them.
They're not. I don't hate them. I appreciate them for the uniqueness that they have. And I definitely don't hate them. It's just not something I would knit for me. I would knit it for a child, or I would knit it for somebody as a quirky gift, but it's not something...
She's got a really cool kids like booklet that you can download that's got probably like 6 or 7.
Like Strawberry Shortcake. I was told I look like Strawberry Shortcake with this on.
By Lisa. So this is...
I'm going to put my ears out.
See, you gotta slouch it down.
Sorry.
This is Ysolda Teague's Icing Swirl hat. This took 2 skeins of Knit One Crochet 2's Temptation yarn. Which is a alpaca merino blend. I love it. I think it's gonna be my go-to hat for the winter time. See, I like it on me. But so I can do this little like French thing. But yep, 2 skeins of that merino alpaca. I might wear it for the rest of the time. Leslie's freezing me out. I had her sweater on earlier, and I was like, "This fits me perfectly. It should come live with me."
And Laura's cold all the time, so.
Yep. No, when we film at Leslie's, we definitely gravitate towards Leslie's temperature. But anyway,
I like how she snuck that in and tried to change the subject.
But anyway, really easy pattern. I did this in like 2 episodes of Bones today. Used up 2 skeins, and that's it. I'm done with the stash now.
What was that yarn? I didn't listen.
Knit One Crochet 2 Temptation. It's no longer in being made. She calls for an alpaca, like a bulky alpaca, And really, this might be my go-to hat for like last minute Christmas, especially if I knit something for like if I have all girls